Take care of you. I will.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my semester. Recap. So I'm going to start off by asking you guys to excuse my setup. I redecorated my room and I haven't really figured out how I'm going to do this whole YouTube thing with this new setup. So just ignore my background for now. We're going to work it out, give it like 2 or 3 videos, and we'll have everything sorted. But I know what you guys are here for. So if you're interested in knowing how my semester went, the goods, the bad, the ugly, pros and cons, keep watching. So this semester was my last semester of my sophomore year. August of 2018, I will be a junior, and I'm so excited because I'm literally halfway to graduation. But before we jump to junior year, let's go ahead and talk about sophomore year. So this semester took a total of, is that right? So this semester I took a total of 18 credit hours. So before I talk about the classes that I took, I want to go ahead and talk about my major a little bit because I'm not sure if I've ever done that on my channel, which is kind of weird to be doing like semester reviews and never really talk about your major. So as I stated before, I'm an up-and-coming junior. My major is health services with a minor of military science. So health services is a pretty new major for my school. It is an entry-level major. My last major was pre-health information administration, and in that major I would have been applying to my program this semester, hopefully starting in the fall. But as a health service major, I can start that as a freshman. It's just really new. So my long-term goal is to be a manager of a hospital. I'm considering even being a manager of a nursing home. Not really decided yet, but I definitely know that I want to be in a managerial position, an admin position of the medical field. So long term, I plan to get my bachelor's degree in health services and probably go back to school and get my master's degree in healthcare management. So now that we got those minor details out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about my semester. So I took a total of 18 credit hours, and I'm going to go through each class one by one. First class that they have listed here is World Humanities 2. At my school, humanities is a prerequisite no matter what your degree program is. But this semester was a little bit different for me because they're actually getting rid of the humanities department at my school, which I'm honestly kind of disappointed about because this was one of the classes that I've enjoyed the most as a student at this school. So the best way that I can explain this is as if humanities was an umbrella topic and they have all these subcategories that fall under it, and now they're just going to focus on those subcategories. Like, I know one of the classes that they'll be offering instead of humanities is going to be like introduction to jazz, so it'll get really specific. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed my humanities class. I took the same teacher for part 1 and part 2. He's honestly a really cool guy. He is really down to earth, and he had a lot of stories to share with us, not just, you know, about the course material, but just life in general. And I feel like the humanities department was a really cool way of getting us to learn some of the things that we need to know culturally aside from just the book work. So yeah, like I said, I am kind of disappointed that they're doing away with the humanities department because I feel like future generations won't really get that same experience. So the next class that I want to talk about is Introduction to Human Development. This was a psychology class. I took this class online. The information was fairly easy. Some of it focused on the nature aspect and some of it focused on the nurture aspect, and how they both basically come together to shape who we become as human beings. I'm always really interested in topics like that because it just really helps you to understand the different types of people that you encounter in your day-to-day life. But because it was an online class, I don't really have as much to say about it, but it was pretty decent, I guess. So the next class I took was Intro to Human Diversity, and this was also a psychology class. You guys, this was my favorite class all semester. Easily, hands down, my favorite class. It was nothing at all like I was expecting it to be. The teacher, right off the bat, the way that she organized the class was in such a way that it was such a free and open environment. We talked about gender and sexuality. We talked about different types of privilege. We talked about racism, prejudice. We really went in that class. Every day that I went in that classroom, I knew that I was about to have like the best conversation. Honestly, I'm not the type of person that really participates a lot in in-class discussions, but this class, I feel like my hand was up about 75% of the day. I was actually really disappointed to see this class come to an end because I just really enjoyed sitting down, talking with other intellectual people, getting our opinions out there. We really got through some stuff in that class. My teacher was not at all afraid to discuss the difficult topics that a lot of people like to pretend don't exist. We talked about Black Lives Matter. We talked about everything in this class. There, like, any controversial topic that you can think of, you name it, we talked about it. This class was bomb, okay? I really hope that I can take another class from her in the future because she's amazing, honestly. The next class that I took was Introduction to Sociology. That class, I don't really have much to say about it, honestly. It was another online class, so I kind of just did the work to get through the class. The next class that I took was Elementary Statistics. If the Introduction to Human Diversity was my favorite class, Elementary Statistics was easily my least favorite class. But it's not because, like, the teacher or anything. It's not about him. It's just that if you know me personally, you know that I am not a math person whatsoever. I love an essay. I love a writing assignment. But anything that has to do with math makes me very, 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 very uncomfortable. I've never really been good at math. I've been doing a lot of research on the law of attraction lately, and I know that it's really not healthy to adopt mindsets like that where you say, oh, well, I'm not good at this, because then you're kind of expecting yourself to do bad. But I really just could not shake myself out of that when it comes to statistics or honestly any math class. I just get so uncomfortable and I just feel so unprepared and behind, and the whole semester, I knew that I was like panicking about this class. Anytime we would have a test, I was panicking. A quiz, I was panicking. So I had my favorite class, and then right after that, 10 minutes later, I would have my least favorite class. So I would come out of my favorite class feeling so happy and so free, and then I would instantly have this like cloud over me, like just a dark cloud over me as soon as I was walking to my next class. But I'm so glad that I actually made it through that class. And I actually got a B, which, you know, might not be a big deal to some people, but it's a huge deal for me because if you guys could have seen how much I was struggling in that class, you will understand like some of the stuff that other people found like simple, just easy, no big deal, was really challenging for me. Like really, really challenging for me. I just really do not like math. And then if you haven't taken statistics before, it's an even weirder version of math because it's not real math. It's kind of like situational math. It's just, I really don't like it. And I actually have to take another round of a statistics course in the future. I'm really not excited for it, but at least I made it through this one. And the final course, of course, is Leadership and Teamwork, and that is a ROTC course. For you guys that don't know, I am an ROTC cadet. I'm not contracted. I'm hoping to contract in the fall of my junior year. So ROTC, as always, has been a beautiful experience. It's something that I would definitely recommend to anybody that's considering joining ROTC. It's something that really sticks with you. It teaches you some core values about what it means to be a leader in and outside of this class. And if you have aspirations of joining the military, you'll definitely get a lot of the necessary information that you need through the ROTC department. There are also a lot of great scholarship opportunities through ROTC that can really help you if you are interested in furthering your education, but you don't really have the money to do it. It's just definitely something that I would at least research as an option. You know, the military is not for everybody, but if it's something that you're thinking about, look into it. You never really know. So this semester, I was actually a squad leader. In the fall, I will also be a squad leader, which is really cool to me because I love being put in leadership positions where I am able to showcase what I'm capable of. Also, I like to be put in positions where I can impact other people. And I'm excited to be a squad leader in the fall because I'm hoping that there will be new people so that I can kind of show them the ropes, give them the reins. In ROTC, we talk a lot about what it means to be a good leader, and one of the things that sticks with me consistently is that a good leader gives their team the tools that they need to succeed, and then when they're successful, then you step back and you let them shine. So like I said, in the fall, I'm hoping to contract. I like to be very, very blunt and upfront with you guys about my entire journey. The primary obstacle that I face is running. I'm not very good at running, so that's something that I'm definitely working on this summer. I'm actually in a group with a couple other cadets, and we're exercising at least 3 days a week, and then I'm running with my other friend 2 times a week. So we're just doing everything that we can to really, get where we want to be. So I'm speaking it into existence. I will be contracting in the fall of 2018. So guys, let's go ahead and tally this up. So I got an A in World Humanities. I got a B in Elementary Statistics. I got an A in ROTC, an A in Introduction to Human Development, an A in Intro to Human Diversity, and an A in Introduction to Sociology, leaving me with a grand total of a cumulative 3.53 GPA. So I know that I can do better. It's a really big goal of mine to graduate with at least a 3.5 GPA, and thus far, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I've been kind of proud of myself for maintaining it thus far. I know that it's only gonna get harder from here because this semester I actually start my program. So guys, stay tuned and watch me on my journey all the way to graduation.